Hello everyone. Today, in this video, I'm going to show how to leverage SQL Performance Watch custom trial or guided workflow to implement any hands-on changes to the database and test it before changing them on the production database. Here are a few assumptions. Please make sure that you have STS created, ensure it's on the test database, and have DB links and metadata. I'm using a cloned PDB for this demo purpose. This page gives us more information of the database and the tasks that are running on the database, gathered by job status like completed, failed, etc., and tasks by the change type such as upgrade, optimizer, etc. For easy understanding, let's break the whole process into 5 steps. Let's start with first step by creating the task. To validate SQL Tuning Advisor recommendations and to know its implications on the test or the cloned database before implementing on the production database. Choose desired workflow, that is SQL tuning set from the list. Provide the description in accordance with the task. Choose custom option from the drop-down menu of change type and run with the basic setting or advanced settings. But we do have an option to add custom parameters in advanced setting. I'm not giving any inputs to pre-trial or post-trial as we are going to create them separately again. In the comparison metrics, I'm adding buffer gets apart from elapsed time. Let's submit the task. As task is created, let's create pre-change trial task. I am creating pre-trial with current settings and I want to test execute. So I'm choosing execute SQL from drop-down menu of execution method. If you want to perform this task remotely, you can do so by clicking on the checkbox as shown here. Let's submit the task. Currently, the task is processing state. Let's refresh this page. As it is completed now, let's go back to the summary page. This concludes the second step. Let's proceed with third step, that is implementing SQL Tuning Advisor recommendations. Let's navigate to Diagnostics and Management. Please make sure to choose same database and same SQL tuning set that was used in the previous step. For the demo purpose, I've already run SQL Tuning Advisor for the same SQL tuning set that is used in SQL Performance Watch. It has provided with the following findings. You can implement one or all recommendations. For each SQL ID, there is a recommendation listed below. As we choose one SQL ID, you can implement recommendations only for that SQL ID. I now choose implement recommendations, which runs only for this SQL ID. This recommendation is to create the index to enhance DB performance. You can create index in the same workflow or copy and run it on your database separately. One can implement all the recommendations by clicking on Implement All SQL Profile Recommendations, which implements all of them. I copied both the SQLs and ran it on my database. Now that I've implemented recommendations, let's go to the next step, that is to create post-change trial task. One can create multiple post trials, which enables user to compare baseline with multiple post-change trials. Let's submit post-trial. As post-trial is completed, let's move on to the final step, that is comparing pre- and post-trials. That is to understand the implications of the changes I have just made on workload in terms of elapsed time and buffer gets. It generates a comprehensive comparison report with all the inputs. As we see, the workload performance is improved and the performance of few SQLs is also improved. This report gives granular level information about SQL performance, comparing pre-change trial and post-change trial. Let me choose one of the SQLs and see the plan changes. This is the same index which was suggested by SQL Tuning Advisor and the one that we've implemented. This gives us confidence in implementing the recommendations on the production database. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you.